Get ready with me and let's set some goals for our medicine wheel. Hi everyone, my name is Shayna and I'm an Indigenous yoga instructor and wellness advocate, and something that really helps me to kind of always come back to my practices is something called the medicine wheel. I'm going to go a little bit into the medicine wheel while we're getting ready. Let's start and talk about how it helps me set holistic goals, and I'll share some goals that I'm working on right now and some tools or strategies or techniques that I use that help me with goal setting. The medicine wheel is a sacred symbol and tool used by many Indigenous nations. Now, it's important to note that yes, there are many commonalities among Indigenous peoples and nations, but there are also lots of differences. So it's important that we don't contribute to seeing everyone as the same, because we're not all the same. The medicine wheel, it represents interconnectedness, balance, holistic wellness, and nourishing all four aspects of self. So in the medicine wheel, we have intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical aspects of health. And although yes, they are all connected, we can also be mindful about what aspects, might need a little bit more love. And that's where mindfulness, Svadhyaya, self-reflection can really come in handy. And it's important as well, I always share that when we're looking at where we're at, it's simply to collect data. We're doing it with a self-compassionate, non-judgmental heart and mind. So when we notice that maybe my spiritual aspect of self is kind of lacking, it's not to shame ourselves, it's to empower ourselves with this information. If I know this now I can make choices that better align with supporting that aspect of self. For myself, it's something that I kind of always come back to, especially if I can tell that my mental or spiritual health, my overall outlook on life, needs a little bit of enhancing or tweaking. I think it's important that we do reflect so that we can maintain conscious of our thoughts and remember that not all of our thoughts are helpful. We're not our thoughts, we're the observer of the thoughts. We're that energetic being behind, the seer of the thoughts. So we can disconnect a little bit and empower ourselves that way. Raise your yeah. I'm in the Winners parking lot, raising my yeah. Also, I've been putting on makeup for most of my life and I don't know exactly how to do it. So this is just how I do it. Let's see here. So some of the goals that I'm going to share, I've already incorporated some of them into my habits and my routine the last couple weeks here. And that's one kind of tool or strategy, is just kind of being realistic with our goals and not putting too much on our plate. So we want to be successful with our goals, but also challenge ourselves realistically and in a healthy way, expand our comfort zone and keep growing. I mean, life is going to provide that opportunity for us anyways. This is just another example of where we can be more mindful about how we're driving that car of our own growth. Don't come here for makeup techniques. Okay. I see them do this. That was Fenty. Concealer that I was using was this Maybelline. This is actually really good. Just a little bit under the eyes. Bring up the eye. Clarins makeup spray. Okay, another thing that I want to share quickly is a self-care menu. The self-care menu is something that I share in my workshops, and although it kind of looks like a comprehensive list, I always remind people that wellness looks so different for everyone, and everyone's medicine wheel is going to look unique to their own lives and their own interests and what fills up their cup. Whatever it is, there's wellness and healing all around us. You just be a little bit more intentional about it. Whoa. Before I blend, I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I do it. I heard you're supposed to brush up. Also, to pull up the face, look at me acting like a little makeup vlogger. To pull up the face, you can take your blush, just put on the temple. Pull up that blush right into the hairline. Beautiful. There you go. Love it. So some of these goals that I have on here, I've already incorporated it into my routine probably like maybe 3 weeks ago. So now I still need to be mindful of them. I literally go through my checklist every day, every morning, just to make sure, but it is easier to add on the new habits once you have kind of existing ones. And that's another technique, is to habit stack. I love this one. This is one of my favorite habit stacks: mindfulness, gratitude, and breathing. After a workout, tune into the body, maybe place a hand on the stomach, hand on the heart, and just give thanks for the body, for all it can do, for all it has done, for leading you, for walking you, for getting you to this point in life. Your body has literally carried you here. And although sometimes our body can be in modes of healing, it is so miraculous. And I'm just, so grateful for my body. And after movement, especially, when we can feel the heart beating, when we can feel the sweat, just tuning into the breath and practicing gratitude or mindfulness is a great way to habit stack that onto physical movement already. I think today I'm going to do like a little purple liner. So I can't do two things at once. The morning body reset and stretch, washing my face and skincare. Now this is literally a couple of forward folds, hamstring stretches, a couple of twists, nothing too crazy because I am committing to other yoga goals. But still, when I wake up in the morning, it's nice to just get into the body a little bit and do a little stretch. I've started to do mirror work and gratitude and affirmations. It's like this. Yes! Yes! Today's gonna be a great day. Yes! Oh, just kidding. Affirmations and mirror work. There's something that happens to our brain when we see ourselves say these things to ourselves. So more on mirror work when I learn more about it. But yeah, look more into it. I love you, Shayna. Okay, back on track. Drinking a glass of water, and I put a scoop of protein in there. For me, it is honestly a little bit tricky to hit my protein goals. So having protein in the morning before I have my coffee, which I also wait about an hour and a half after waking to have that has been something that's really helped me. Now some things, and walking Mahi, my little puppy, and making sure I get some outside time right away in the morning. When I get back from my walk, something that I can do better at on the road is smudging every day. We have a nice station set up at home, a sacred space where we have some medicines that we keep, special rocks there. Because it's out, it's easy to do, but on the road, that's something that I'm gonna work on. Now, for myself, I do have an hour in the morning to get all this stuff done. And it's important to note that your morning routine is gonna look different too. These are things that help me in this season of my life. They might help you, they might not. Take the best, leave the rest. Oh, what else here? Okay, at night. I would love to make sure I'm getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Something that I could get better at is going to bed at the same time. Let me know your best tips for that, because that's something that I do struggle with. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to be getting ready. Okay. At night, I also try and do some kind of mindful breathing in bed. So whether that's 4, 7, 8, or just deep belly breaths. Another great time to practice or tune into gratitude, or even just like reflect on the day, what went well, what could be done better. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they said that the one thing that we could all do to help our health is to be kind to ourselves. It sounds so simple and easy, but in the moment it can be difficult. So your friendly reminder to be kind to yourself. For my physical aspect of self, and I would say the other ones, my morning routine, those are more intellectual, spiritual, emotional. Those just kind of set me up to continue that good energy throughout the day. There are some physical aspects of it too, and you can kind of see where the interconnectedness plays out. But my physical goals are resistance training 3 times a week, and I'll do another video on my 3-day full body split, what I'm doing to reach my goals. But yeah, lifting, it's amazing. Daily walk, already do that. Daily yoga asana. So asana are the postures. 15 minutes a day is my goal. Now I always say 15 plus because that always kind of invites room for more time on my mat, but at least 15 minutes. And I say on my mat, but it can be outside, it can be at the gym, kind of throughout the day as well, but at least that much time where I'm focusing on the body in that way and loving on the body in that way. Damn, this is gonna be a long ass video, but it's okay. Whoever wants to watch it will watch it. 80 to 125 grams of protein daily. I haven't been tracking that. Most days I get 80 at least. Emotionally, I would love to reach out to friends more. That's something that I know I can do better in. Reading. My reading goal is I would like to read once a week. Reading used to be higher up on my priorities. It's not now, but I do still enjoy it. So I'm gonna set a goal for once a week. That feels good to me. Right now, I am rereading The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Sometimes with certain books, it's nice, I find, to come back to them with a fresh perspective, different experiences in between, and new learning to apply. So The Four Agreements, really good. One thing I love to do each Sunday is to plan out my week, kind of just see what's going on, what commitments I have, my goals, and I like to write it down, set little mini tasks or sub goals throughout the week, just to kind of break it up and organize it a bit more. One thing that I always do, this might work for you, might not, it might be just more overwhelming, but I have a running notes app of things that I don't want to forget, of groceries, of to-dos, of random things I want to learn about. And for some that might seem overwhelming, but for me it's not overwhelming because it's not in my brain. So it's on this external notes. I don't have to worry about what am I missing, what am I forgetting, and I can just go back to my notes and putz away at my to-do list. And sometimes at the time I write down something I want to go back to and I don't, and that's okay too. One thing kind of for my whole medicine wheel, but especially the spiritual aspect and just kind of supporting my worldview and understanding of life, is learning more Anishinaabemowin, the Anishinaabe language. Okay, final step. Where are my Q-tips? That's the last step, making sure that your mole can be seen. Mole, mole, mole. Okay, final steps. After the final step, this is the setting spray, and this is the setting spray. What the hell? Put this on first to kind of hydrate and like blend, and I put this on after to set and stick. Okay, next one. That's my makeup routine. Those are my current / upcoming goals for the future. Now, the way that I kind of got here, let's reverse engineer this. I looked at my life, my current habits that are helpful, current habits that are not helpful. Which ones do I want to keep, tweak, or delete? Now, where you're at and who you want to be, all this is a difference in your actions, in your habits. And if you want to be this person, think, what are they doing? Start doing those things, and eventually you do more yoga, you do more breath work, you do more visualization. Eventually you're a yoga girly or whatever. I don't know what you want to do or what you want to be, but that person we want to be also keeps shifting. As we grow and step into this new person, we will find new areas of growth where that person shifts a little bit. Now, I personally think that it's important to have an attitude of acceptance and love of the full journey, but acceptance of where we are at right now. Once you have that, it's making a plan. Whether you sit down on Sunday, write it out. Whether you have an accountability buddy, hey, this is what I'm doing this week. Can you help me keep myself accountable? I believe in myself, but some extra support, even just telling you this, is going to help to keep me accountable. That's how I feel telling you all this. Oh my gosh. It's going to help keep me accountable. I am going to kind of just keep track of the next 4 weeks here. Mindset is everything. I'm going to do my best. That's all I can do, is do my best. So with that being said, let's crush our goals. Let's take care of ourselves, because when we take care of ourselves, it's not selfish. It's taking care of all relations. If you understand that we are all connected, then when I heal, you heal. When you heal, I heal. You know, we're all energetically connected. We're all one. That energy of oneness or that unity is real. And when we take care of ourselves, we take care of all of our relations. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I'll see you next time.